Hello guys and welcome to this review of the Plesio Charge Megazord. Here's the I was to say figure. The Megazord in itself. Before going over that though, wanna show you the box. And here it is. So it comes, or it can change into two forms, Megazord and the spaceship mode. So there's that. Also new packaging because it's basically for the second season, and I still really like this suit design. So there it is, Plesio Charge Megazord. Cool art. Something I noticed when going over this is there's two paint differences that I noticed from the one in the box and the one that got released. If you can tell, or I'll show you in a bit, but these are wheels and they're white in here. They ended up being painted black, which that's the thing that I wish they kept because it makes it look more just doesn't break the color, and it looked pretty good, at least in here in the box. And also the wing up here are white when they ended up painting them black for the toy, which I'm actually glad. So there's that paint difference. I don't know if there's more, but that's the one that I could tell. So here it is, more cool things, two modes. Can open the mouth and this thing pops out, which I'll show. And that's pretty much it for the box. So here it is again, the Megazord. As you can see, that's what I was talking about with the wheels. They ended up painting them black, and these actually painted painted these black too, which I'm glad they did. But I wish they kept this white because it would just make it look better, in my opinion. Also, the feet, the tips of the feet were supposed to be colored yellow. At least that's how they're painted in the show. But it doesn't look too bad. That's really the only paint I noticed when I first put this together. I'm sure there's more paint missing in maybe in the front and in the back, but it's decently painted. There's nothing major I noticed. The only thing that, like I said, was the tips of the feet, but that was really it. There's a couple of things you need to do to make it into the spaceship form. The reason why I started out in this form is because that's the way it was boxed in Megazord form. So then I could show you how to transform it back, so for people who got it, they can put it like this and then go the other way. So in order to do that, you can take this off, which I'm gonna do over here because I don't wanna like mess it up here. So there it is, comes off. Then take this part off the hand. There it is. And then these two things you can put down like so. And his little face, you can just do that. So once you do that, you go back here. The hands can be placed, as you can see, right here with a peg. Or yeah, this is the peg, this is the hole. This is the other hand. So actually, ignore everything about the steps right now. And I want to show you the Megazord with both hands, because I actually like this design better. It just looks thinner and just more sleek. So there it is with both hands. I like this. I mean, it sucks that you're not attaching this to anything, but this is pretty bulky and this just looks really just neat. But that's just me. Other people could like the other way better. But okay, now we go back. So again, peg, hole, put it like so. Same thing over here. Once you do that, like I said, move this down, and then you take its feet out. That just goes in by a peg and this thing over here. So it goes like so, right? Like so. So you take these off. Once you do that, you close its feet together like that. Then this whole thing goes like so, so it's upside down. Once you do that, you put these on its side. You put it so that these white things coming out of it connect over here. So it should connect like this. So then you put this one over here. This one over here. And then once you do that, there's pegs here, holes here. Put that right there. And not yet, because I need to zoom, or not zoom out, but pan down. There it is. There's its spaceship mode, the Plesio Zord spaceship mode. I don't know what it's listed in the thing, but that's what I'm calling it. So yeah, it's actually like pretty big. And by the way, if you're carrying this for like, if you're a kid or just in general, don't grab it by here, because I don't know why I thought that was a good idea when this is clearly way less heavy or lighter, I guess, than this whole thing, and this is just one piece. So just carry it from the base over here, and you can have it fly. So these open, so these could act as wings, I suppose. So then you can do this and then have it fly. And also, I'm just gonna disconnect this since it makes it easier to show you. So there it is, the head part. And I know that the Japanese version would have like this pull back and pull forward, and the charger would actually go back and forth. I didn't expect that from this toy, but I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just like a purple neck, pretty much. Much better than it being white. So it does open, like so. And like the box side, when you put the charger in, it's right in there already. You close the mouth, or no, you open the mouth, then you push it in. Pops this thing up. It's just like a little cannon thing, which it's pretty cool. I wasn't expecting this. I couldn't think of anything before. Like I looked at the instructions and stuff, what the charger would do, but it does this, and it's pretty neat. It's just pretty neat thing, just some cannons. So now to take it out, as you saw, you pull this back and forth. So pull this forward, take out the battery, and here's the battery. So the Plesiosaurus, there it is. This is the one it comes with, obviously. And it's a translucent version. It's first thing in the rotation. It's second one. There it is. Third. And then fourth. But as you can tell, it's not in focus, so it'll be in focus right about now. So there it is. Whew. Sorry about the focus going in and out. Don't really know why. Okay, so there it is. The two, I guess, forms it can take. And then you can get it ready for combining with the T-Rex Zord. So in order to do that, you take this piece off. You take this piece off. This piece off. You can, yeah, you need to take these off and put them where they're supposed to be. So put this hand here. The other hand goes here. Take the head off. Once you do that, you do this. Put the hands sticking out like so behind them. So if this was the actual just normal Megazord mode, would be the hands sticking out like this on the back. Once you do that, also you need to take this off. Once you do that, you separate its legs again and put them up to get stuck to this peg right here on both sides. And then you open these to take these ports out. You can leave this up or down, but I'll just keep it down for the final Megazord when you combine it, because this doesn't really matter if it's up or down, but you can just put it down if you want to. I'm not your father. So once you do that, these parts are ready. And if you have your Dino Charge Megazord, I guess on the shelf like this or combined like this, what you do is you take the arms off And this Megazord mode uses the Graphite Zord, the Graphite Ranger's Zord. I'm trying to think what the name of it was, but point is it uses that one. Sadly, I do not have it, so I will be using Stegosaurus instead. So in order for me to use Stegosaurus, but if you're using Graphite, there's different steps. For me, since this is going to become an arm over here, switch the way the sword is facing. I'm going to just set that to the side right now since I'm running out of space on the table. So after this, let me pan up a bit. Actually, let me not pan up a bit. You put the tail, take it out. Everything's going to fall. Fold it. Put it back in its place over here. Once you do that, you can take away the helmet. Set this down. Helmet right here for now. Then you put these on its feet, and this white thing is supposed to be sticking out. So if it's here, it's wrong. If it's here, it's right. So you do that. It goes in the same way it goes in for the Plesio Charge Megazord. So you can just do that. And then the same on the other foot. Pan up finally. Once you're up here, you rotate this around. I'm gonna do it over here just to, I guess, show you better. This thing, it's supposed to be like so, like that. So you put it like where an arm would go. If I can, there we go. That's how it is. After doing that, this whole thing can be put, so this will be where the head is supposed to go, and the arms are going to be facing down over here. So then it sort of goes on here. Let me just pan up a bit. So this whole thing just comes down and goes over the head where it would go, and it snaps into place. There we go. Once you do that, you put the Plesiozord head as an arm over here. And then you're supposed to put the Graphite Megazord or Zord over here as a hand, but since I don't have it, I'm going to use Stegosaurus. Then after that, you grab the Plesiosaurus head. This was already supposed to be down, but it wasn't. Turn it around, open these up, and then put it as a head over here since there's a little hole right there, if you can see that. And there it is. It's really top heavy right now when moving it around. I don't know where this goes, however, since I mean the feet are supposed to be open and this goes on the bottom. So I guess you can just set this aside for now and don't lose it. Let me just move this back and then carry this forward a bit, or not carry it, I have a tripod. So then here it is. It's still pretty big. It's just got like its little slippers on, but I mean from far away the head just looks like really tiny, and it doesn't look bad, the head in itself, but just it looks tiny compared to everything else, but it still looks pretty good. Now as for its articulation, I don't know if it has some, but just not really a lot. I mean, you can do this and then it breaks apart because this is technically the feet for the Plesio Charge Megazord. So all you can do is just one, and then it just can't go any further. So let me put this back. So good thing it broke off. The feet are held by Zord Builder port, a Zord Builder port. As if that wasn't obvious. So are the hands over here. That's pretty much all the articulation you could do. I mean, you could do technically this and then this. Never mind. No, you can't. So then it just gets all top heavy. It's been top heavy, but then yeah. So I'm just gonna end this review with this weird mess right now. But that is it for this review. I say go get the toy. I mean, I wanted to get the Japanese one, but I just have it. And this one, honestly, even though there are some paint missing, it's still a pretty good figure. Or, sorry, Megazord. But that is it for this review. See you in the next one.